Welcome back. Another edition of Boozing with Jude. And here we are in the middle of winter. I'm trying to act excited. Okay, I'm excited today because it's only a little bit below freezing. But come the weekend, it's going to be Arctic blast time. And Jude is not amused. Who hates winter more than me? Nobody. Absolutely nobody. I hate winter more than a snowman hates summer. I just made that up. Okay, so I'm sticking with the blood orange thing. I made a great blood orange drink with bourbon. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite. So, use your winter citruses. And today we're going to do blood orange with gin. Yes, we're going to make a blood orange gin and rosemary drink. Cocktail, because that's what we're about, right? We make drinks. We're not here to show you how to clean the house. God only knows. Okay, so here we go. I told you in my last episode about blood oranges, and the most famous, best producer of blood oranges is Sicilia. Of course, I say that because, I have a connection, because I have family from there. My grandparents on my mother's side, obviously. My last name, sadly, is not a name that ends in a vowel. But, my mother's surname did end in a vowel. Guzmano. And like on her mother's side, Latino. So, Italiano, Siciliano. And the blood oranges come from the Catania region of Sicily, where the volcano, Etna, active, makes the ground fertile. I'm repeating myself. I said this before. But here in America, I'm sure the blood oranges I got came from Florida or maybe California. But we only see them in the winter here. We only see them in the winter because they need temperate, cooler temperatures at night, but they also need lots of sunshine. And they're just red, and they produce red. Look at that. That's just one orange worth. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to do this sort of like, I don't know, crush the sugar cube, put some bitters in it, and then make it up from there. So I could shake it because it has juice in it, but I feel like I'm crushing the sugar cube. I'm going to do it in my pitcher. So we're going to take a sugar cube. Uno. If you like a sweeter drink, take two, but basically one. And then I'm going to use Angostura bitters. Thought about using orange bitters, but I'm going to use Angostura, and I'm going to put about, 3 to 4 good healthy dashes on top of that sugar cube, or maybe more. Oops. Too good with this. And then we're going to put, the other day I said that blood orange goes good with thyme and rosemary. We're going to use a little rosemary. We're going to do some muddling. So don't strip a whole thing. Just strip a little bit. Maybe about 7, 8, 10 leaves. They're not going to stay in there, okay? Or they're not going to go in the drink. No, they're not. We're going to muddle, and then we're going to strain it. So I'd say, 8, 10. Enough, because it's a very piney flavor. I love rosemary, and it goes really good with chicken. FYI. I love it, but it's very piney, and now you got gin, which is also piney. So, piney, you may not want to, overdo it there. So, you take your little muddler and just squash down that sugar cube and get it all pasty, and muddle it in with your rosemary leaves. And you can smell it. Man, you can smell it instantaneously. So you got the bitters, you got the rosemary leaves, and yeah, that smells really good, guys. I want to make a chicken. Okay, anyway, so no, we're making cocktails. So just get that all until the sugar is, pasty and dissolved a little bit, and so you don't have any big chunks of sugar. But again, don't muddle the crap out of it. I say crap a lot, and usually it means a bad thing. So don't muddle the crap out of it. Just muddle it so that you get that sugar down there and, there's no clumps. Okay, now, here we go. So this is going to take 2 ounces of gin, basically the juice from a blood orange. I got about 1.5 ounces. Okay, if I could have gotten 2, I would have been happier. But 1.5 ounces of the blood orange. We're going to do just 1/2 ounce of lemon juice to kind of counter the sweetness. We're going to put it up, and we're going to serve it over my big rocks glass with a big rock in it. Okay? So, off we go. This is an easy drink. The hardest part is it's not even hard, but like squeezing those blood oranges they're not like real oranges when you go to juice them. They just like fall apart in your hand. So it's cool if you have a juicer, like one of those like plastic things, because otherwise it's kind of messy. So 2 ounces of gin, and I'm going to use Malfi. Malfi is from the Amalfi Coast. It's an Italian gin. It's going to be citrus forward, and you can still smell the pininess of the juniper because that's what gin is. So here we go. Thyme's another sort of good, what's the word? Herb or herb, depending where you're coming from. That would go good with blood oranges. I'm using rosemary, 2 ounces of gin. Malfi gin is good. I like it. Try it sometime if you like a more citrus forward. It's not seriously dry, but it's very yummy. Yummy. Okay, and then we're going to take our blood orange juice, which I measured out to be 1.5 ounces, because I didn't want to like squeeze another one just to get another 1/2 ounce. Just 1.5 ounces. There we go. But oh, so yummy. I mean, you know what? You drink this straight, it's just, you're doing good. Okay, so then we're going to take just 1/2 ounce of lemon juice to counteract maybe the sugar a little bit. Freshly squeezed, of course. She doesn't use the stuff out of the bottle, and neither do you. Oops. Don't yell. Neither do you. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Squeeze a lemon. It isn't that hard. And lemons were cheaper like this week at Meijer. Meijer is where I shop. Well, shout out to you, Fred Meijer. R.I.P. That's where my mother shopped. That's where I have to shop, even though sometimes I get angry because they don't have stuff, and I think this would be a good place to open a grocery store. Okay, so the other thing, just before I go on with this, people have asked, actually nobody's asked, but where do you get your big ice? So, basically, there it is. You can buy these online. Now, people like the clear ice, but making clear ice is a whole different story. I'm not that serious that I have to have a clear ice cube, right? Nobody comes over. It's me and Max. Max, I think she's colorblind. I don't know what else she sees, but she's not going to tell me, say, Jude, your ice is cloudy. You should clear it up. Yeah, can't be bothered. Okay, so anyways, put some ice in your whatever this thing is called, this pitcher, this little jug, if you're from England, and pitcher if you're from here. Glass, jar, glass, and we're just going to stir it up and get it ice cold and get that sugar mixed in as well. Like I said, you could shake this because it's got juice in it. The maximum is usually if it's got juice, shake it. If it's just like mostly alcohol, you should stir it. But I was thinking about, making a Manhattan, and you got the sugar cube and stuff like that, and you always stir a Manhattan, I think. So I'm just, where's an old-fashioned? I get them mixed up. No, it's a Manhattan. Old-fashioned. It's the old-fashioned. Sorry. You always stir the old-fashioned with a sugar cube. I get them mixed up. And you know what? I like them both. I just don't know. It's a mental block. But anyways, I'm stirring it just because, let's be honest, all of my shakers are like in the washing or the dishwasher, and I couldn't be bothered. So this is clean. Get it nice and cold. It's going to dilute a bit. I can always, you can tell it's diluting because, at first it's hard to stir with all that ice, and then you're just like, woo, stir, stir, stir. It's a beautiful red color. Okay, so there we go. Now, if I had thought ahead, I could have sliced off a little blood orange, but then I would have had even less juice. But I'm going to garnish this with a little bit of a sprig of rosemary. So I'm going to take my julep strainer. You can also, if you don't have a julep strainer, you can use the the other one, the Hawthorne strainer. Wow, I'm a little out of it today, and I haven't even started drinking. So I would say double strain this if you want, because I can see just 1 or 2 little leaves of rosemary getting in there, but I'm not overly worried about that, mostly because I'm going to garnish it with it, and only 1 little leaf got in there. So I'm going to take a little rosemary sprig and garnish it. And put that over there and get ready to toast. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have Jude's blood orange rosemary gin cocktail. And we will toast all those like me who absolutely despise winter. I'm looking out at that snow and I'm thinking, dear Lord, get me out of here. Because use the citrus that you can get in the winter. Use the stuff you can get in the winter to make your drinks. It used to be when I was, younger. That's hilarious. Sorry, when I was younger. Oh my God, I can't even remember when I was younger, but it used to be when I was younger, I drank gin in the summer solely, and then like Scotch whiskey in the winter. And it would never occur to me to drink gin in the winter, just because I always think of it as a summer drink. But now, with blood orange and, stuff like that, yummy. And put a little rosemary, the piney stuff in there, you got a winter drink. It's a winter warmer. And here we go. So, to my friends who despise being cold, and this weekend, I don't know what I'm going to do, because Max is still going to want to go out, I say salute. Yum. Okay, it's really good. It's really good. Guys, you can't go wrong with blood orange juice. You can't go wrong with a blood orange. And, I would just say this is perfect for me. Those of you who like a little bit of sweeter, you can either back off on the lemon juice, or you can use simple syrup. Maybe put half an ounce of simple syrup in there and a half ounce of lemon juice, and it'll make it a little bit sweeter, but it's tart, and the red orange, the blood orange is pretty tart too. So for me, it's perfect. I would say a lot of people might want to add some sugar, a little bit of sugar. So guys, you know what? Stay warm. And if you're down in a warm climate and it's summer there, I hate you. I'm just saying, I hate you. No, I don't. I love you all. So guys, until next time, thanks for joining me. We'll catch you again. One more sip. The pininess is coming through too. Yummy. We'll see you next time. I'll do some too. Thanks for being